And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Here's Mayfield. Dumps this to the running back, Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high-percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the first down. In this case, it didn't happen.
3 down, 3 down. I got you.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. And now out come the Giants. But they can thank their defense for another stop. And now look at the score, where they've got the football. They're looking pretty good.
They're looking excellent because now you're thinking to yourself, let's just take some time off the clock. Work it down. And, of course, you put another touchdown on the board, you can pretty much say bye-bye to this one.
Play calling here can be a little bit more conservative because of the lead.
A little bit more conservative. The biggest thing, how to get the ball downfield and how to stay in bounds and make sure the clock keeps running.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, extra speed allowed for great penetration and stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long.
Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
Down Barkley. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That one good for 10 yards. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And no, it's incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. And this Browns defense stands tall. And I am not sure, partner, there what the mindset was to go for it. I don't know.
And some teams just feel that possession is the key to everything. They just want to have the football in their hands. No matter how it goes to the other team, they just don't trust doing that. So they say, listen, go for it and try and finish it ourselves.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
A first down throw for Mayfield.
Check. 3 down, 3 down.
Looking left side, that's caught by Landry. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A very solid game to 27.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision. And receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
Gun,
This quarterback
gun,
now,
gun, gun.
6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Jarvis Landry, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. Well, he scrambled outside of the pocket, wondered what was going to happen there. He fired a dart. That's what happened.
He certainly did. Scrambled left, looked left, and then left it in the receiver's hands with some dispatch.
In the receiver's hands, in the end zone for the score.
Let's go.
Going to the air again with Mayfield. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Travis Carey there to make the tackle.
That's it. That's what you want.
There goes
Straight
56,
ahead, positive
27 to
game.
Sam,
Just keep that
27 to
clock
Sam.
ticking.
The pitch goes to Barkley. They find some open field here. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Well, that looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size can really wear down a defense. I think he's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. And know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this going to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Good gain there on 1st down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the left run, good blocking, nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. The Giants on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4.
Zebra.
Now Manning. He'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this down to the 18, good enough for a 1st down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Manning now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. And now the Browns are going to take another timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They'll run it again with Barkley. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. It's a pickup of 13, and with that 13 yards, this ball game just about over.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Here we go, D. Get off the field.
Zebra.
Manning going to throw here, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. As he'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
4 down.
They get it to him. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley.
Hey, man. Watch.
And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
Run.
And, Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you hold on to it. They got it done, and they feel very good about that victory.
Feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts had turned to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. Put your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down. Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now. No reason looked out, it's clear to see. All eyes on me for 100 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary to start a war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. This the glamour life, you still not a player. You ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice, I'm super duper fly. Used to keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half step.
This is the NFL on EA Sports as we welcome you to MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. This is the scene just before we came on air. This New York crowd fired up by the arrival of their G-men as they burst from the locker room. They're ready to go as the Giants get set to match up with the Kansas City Chiefs. So that one will be accepted.
Check pass.
They'll hand it off now. Williams. He'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Pull it together.
On second down, Williams.
Check three.
That one good for 12 yards into Kansas City first.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Two tights. Alert. Left. Slow. 6 guy. Check 6 guy.
Mahomes now on first down. Saluting the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at second down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws. So that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball, going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, way better than it hits the ground, instead going to an opposite color jersey.
Ace. Double tight. 3 down.
Ware takes the give from Mahomes. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down.
4 down.
And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
Now a first down carry is Williams. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
There's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust. In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on right
Black 58 rail!
Now
Black
we've got
58
that
rail!
artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Wide open as Watkins. He's got him. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. 23 yards on the play.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first trip to the red zone for KC. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. On the counter, here's Williams. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him 4 on the carry there at 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead because now the defense can't dictate the play. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They're held again, and do we have a goal line stand brewing? It's 3rd and goal. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Oh, Brandon, that was a big play by the defense to keep him at the end zone on 3rd down, so there's an early decision to be made here, isn't there? I know that 3 is awfully tempting, but I'd pull on my big boy pants right now, and I'd go for it.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th.
Left, 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 left.
Here we go. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. Williams can't punch it in on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Now set. Blue 88.
Manning now on 1st down to Barkley. And they'll mark him down right around the 9, just shy of the 10. It's a gain of 9 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and short.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here.
Let's go.
2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw. Pick up the 1st down.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Derek Nottie makes the tackle.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man.
Sing on the slot.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with a football here as we begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 10 to start things out.
Tight end's right. Watch tight end.
Hey, gun.
You got 3 down.
Play action. Manning. To Shepard, complete over the middle. There goes Sterling Shepard. The 20, 10, touchdown, Giants. Sterling Shepard, 88 yards. And the Giants are in for 6. And, Charles, I had an offensive coordinator tell me one time that they design every play to score. I don't know how true that is, but he had to run a long way after that catch. Heck of a play.
I think that when he was telling you that, he was designing run after catch in every play. I mean, that's nice catch, an even better run for big yardage.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Rosas now to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out now the Chiefs offensive unit ready to do battle again. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow them to get into the end zone.
This time they'll be trying to get it into the end zone. We'll see what they do. First play of the drive for 14 and the first down. Now a handoff. Here's Williams. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
Mahomes to the former Rams, Sammy Watkins for the Kansas City first. So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 41.
3 down.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Well, he'd been targeted quite a bit on this drive, and finally I think the guys on the defensive side, they said no more. They set the double coverage on it, made it very tough for him to get the ball.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And able to find Conley. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one goes for 29 yards on 3rd down.
SOS.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And he's got it. Touchdown, Chiefs. Chris Conley from a yard out. And the Chiefs are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And, man, Charles, singing something in there. I think they hope with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. The Giants offense now, they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Manning and the Giants come up now 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hey, we got three. Three down.
They begin with a run by Barkley. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Tight end right.
A toss out to Barkley. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Regular.
Double tight.
A handoff to Barkley. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because they're hoping this big defensive lineman will take the hit and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He's able to rattle off 6 on the carry, and that'll get him to 3rd and 4. 2 minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. We're back to East Rutherford, but first this timeout.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. What?
Regular.
They fake the handoff. Now Manning. Over the middle complete. It's Shepard. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They give them a gain of 38.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you get enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football.
We got three.
It's the equivalent of a change-up in baseball.
Regular.
You show your other stuff, you go to change-up, and on that play, it's a big yardage.
And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. It was Reggie Ragland who got him down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee up on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
Check. 53's Mike.
Manning going to try and throw on 3rd down. That's complete right around the 8. And brought down, but not before he was able to break the tackle, and the extra effort moves the sticks. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
Let's get it.
Regular.
He's coming.
We got the
Punch it in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Let's go.
He's going to get it running right. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout called, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. This is 3rd and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got.
Double tight.
Zebra.
Manning going to throw. Forced out to his left. And he will score. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants are in for 6. So quarterback scramble, certainly a pass play. When he saw something, tucked it, and got in the end zone.
A lot of quarterbacks, when they scramble, they're scrambling to create more time to throw the ball downfield. In this situation, as you noted, he tucked it and took off. Great play by him.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. And out come the Chiefs now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And an alley to run. And he'll slide down to avoid the tackle. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Guys, check him out. He's going to sit right over the middle. Watch the middle. Throw! One set.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short.
On the right.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach? And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators.
27's to
They
Sam.
sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach. I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, Coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll keep it on the ground again to Stewart. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 11.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run deep enough. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
He finds Beckham complete. That his first catch so far. They've held him under wraps, but he's got a first down there. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
You know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Regular.
Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right.
Wait.
He'll go to Barkley again, and he'll get a couple here down to the 22.
Get there.
That's all about doing the dirty work right there defensively. 2nd and short yardage, that's all about plugging those gaps, not giving a running back a crease to run through, and has a nice job to hold him just a couple and force the 3rd down.
To the right. Move. Hey.
Go step. Blue 88. Yeah, blue 80.
And look at the throw on 3rd and 2. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. It's the fullback. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants out onto their lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And it's now 21-7. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. They trail offense first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
Now I have to admit, partner, that I've often thought that I don't like this rule. Where the offensive player fumbles the ball, goes out of bounds, and they get to keep it.
That's just because you're a defensive guy. That's why you don't like it.
Yeah, you're right. It is a slanted view, isn't it?
But this is where, for the offensive team, the sideline is their friend. Usually it's not their friend.
Yeah, exactly right. I actually played for a guy in college. You know what he used to name the sideline? Sammy. Sammy's sideline, and he's in well.
to the air on second down. It's Mahomes. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there? You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
Looking downfield for Kelsey. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
Looking to throw is Mahomes.
They're not ready for this, man.
Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Black 58 rail.
Mahomes
Black
now
58 rail.
5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with second and goal coming up. That's what they're running out of that first down play. Running down there, now they're knocking on the door.
The only thing that would have been better was getting it in. And now they can do whatever they want because they've got confidence on their side. Line up quickly and go. Savored a little bit, but I run right back at him.
Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill, a 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Chiefs are able to get this back within a touchdown. Extra point splits the uprights. And they're back within a touchdown at 21-14. Butker now to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
They'll try and get this run game going. This is Barkley. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's second and 4.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow the defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another first and 10
Zebra,
here.
zebra. Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27.
Here's again to Barkley. And he is going to lose yardage here. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4.
Hey, gun.
We got three, fellas. We got 3. Check.
Zebra. Hey.
On play action, it's Manning. Steps away to his left. And now the ball comes out. Manning lost it. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. The Giants on third down No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. This is 3rd and 7.
Set. Blue 80.
From the gun, it's Manning. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Manning going to come up on 1st and 10.
Zebra.
And he's completed all 7 of his passes thus far.
Let's go.
Now Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
You got to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Single.
Touchdown carry for Barkley. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in. And all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Gun.
3 down.
Shotgun now for Manning. And he's got his man. Beckham. Touchdown, Giants. Eli Manning with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead now up to 14. Rosas now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And the Chiefs now getting set to go. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
So! Check 93.
On 1st down, Mahomes. They're going deep for Hill. And this is caught on the sideline. Are the feet in? They are. What a catch. A gain of 32 that time. Clock management, definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Now Mahomes. Caught here by Conley. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle him after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
3 down.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. They're going deep for Hill. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Hey, we got three.
Time for a break. We'll come back to wrap this one up after this.
Tight end left. 3 down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will maneuver his way down to about the 7. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Mahomes now to throw. Flush to his right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfired.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Regular.
They'll start out on the ground. Saquon Barkley. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield.
27's to Sam. 27's to Sam.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end's right.
Regular. Hey, go 56. 27's to Sam. 27's to Sam. Hey, check.
This is Barkley. And he'll take this up over the 40 to about the 41. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Now a toss right to Barkley.
Watch the ship.
Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
All right, just go ahead and say it with me. That was
a mistake,
yeah,
for sure.
Without a doubt, because at some point, put your foot in the ground, get upfield, and get down, protecting the ball. Don't go out of bounds, because when you go out of bounds, you're really just helping the defense.
Yeah, not to be too hyperbolic, but it's like giving the D an extra timeout, isn't it?
It certainly is. Gives them a chance to regroup, and it means you have to stop additional time, which always means the possibility of a mistake.
And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That
throwing is Manning. On the catch, this is Russell Shepard. And unable to break away, they stop him a few yards shy. And Charles, you know what coaches always tell us. We want to win our home games. That much we know. We want to protect our home turf. They got that done in this one.
Exactly right. When you start a season, everyone's goal, win all of your home games, split your road games, and you're likely going to be in the playoffs. But when you win at home, boy, what a great feeling that is. You don't even mind if people are at your house when you get home after a win like that.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching Stadium.
It's one of them ones, man. My brother's keeper, I'm loyal.